Hi dear students, myself Deepak More and today we are going to learn about moral science. Lesson number 13 and name of the lesson is the blessing of friendship. As the name, friends, and you are very familiar about the friends. Friends are such way that the friends are helping to us. Just wait, we will cry for them. Our friends are a buddy with us that are helping to us in every time. If we are right, if we are wrong. Friends are never thinking that you are going a right way, you are going a wrong way. Friends are thinking that only my friend will not get in trouble and I will help to him or her. This is called a friendship. A friendship is just like it is a true love between the friends that they never give up if we are true friends. And today we will learn about just a friendship, about the three faithful friends. That friends are an empty storybook, an ink pot, and a pen. So these three friends, how they helped each other, what was the problems they were facing, and how they meet, and what is the story that we will see now. So we will enjoy it. It is the story of three faithful friends. Once upon a time, in a small city, there was an empty storybook. The book looked great with an impressive cover, but all its pages were blank. Children and grown-ups would pick up the book with anticipation, but finding no stories inside. They would keep the book aside. Not from there, a lovely import had been full of ink for years. His owner had forgot about it and left it away in some corner. The import and the storybook cursed their bad luck, and so they spent their days. Fortune had it that one time when the book was thrown away, he ended up next to the inkpot. For days and days, the two of them shared stories about their bad luck. One day, an abandoned fountain pen was placed next to them. The pen was sad. His master neglected him, though he served the master faithfully for years. He cried and cried, and the book and the inkpot joined in. However, the pen decided to improve the situation. He advised his companions to leave complaints behind the work together and achieve a lot more than just suffering. He convinced his friend to write a story. The storybook opened up his best pages. The inkpot didn't spill even a drop, and the pen did the rest. Together they managed to write a lovely story about three friends who help each other to improve their lives. Then a young teacher passed by, head down and looking sad, wondering how she could keep his pupils' attention. She found the storybook, the inkpot, and the pen. The teacher read the book and found the story charming. She picked up the three artists. When lesson began, she told the story to his pupils, and they were all attentive and captivated. Every night from then on, pen, inkpot, and storybook got together and wrote a new story for the young teacher. They felt so happy and proud at having managed to improve their fate, thanks to their hard work and collaboration. So it was a story of an empty storybook and an ink pot and about a pen. It was a story that a storybook was left in the library for longer days. Whenever any persons are passing from there, that time the storybook they are opening, but in that storybook nothing were written. So that storybook they are keeping as it is. And about the ink pot, the owner of the ink pot forget the ink he kept at the corner at the one side of his room. And that's why the ink pot is never used once and it was kept as it is. So that's why both empty book as well as the ink pot were too much sad and they were no friends to share their sadness. One of the day, the storybook was seen by another person, and he was angry, and he thrown the storybook. As he thrown the storybooks, it came near to the ink pot, and when the ink pot as well as the storybook seen to each other, they were very sad. So they started to share their stories of sadness. As they started to share their stories of sadness, they were trying to understand each other. And one of the day, a pen was kept near to them. That pen did a faithful work for a longer years to his owner. Still, he left that pen near to that storybook as well as ink pot. Now, when they three came together, and when the pen looked like as a crying, that time book as well as the ink pot asked to the pen, "Why are you crying?" So that time, Pain also shared his story to the both of them. As they were sharing the stories, that time Pain told to the import as well as the book to leave that sadness. Now we will try our journey by the new things. So they started to write the stories. The import were never used, started to use by the pen, and the book which is not written a single word on it, that is written by the pen, and by the help of this friend, they started to write the stories on the book. And one of the day, the teacher, young teacher, passed through it, and the teacher were very sad about their pupils. They were not making attentions to her. That's why she were very sad. So she looked to the book, pen, and ink pot, and she carried the book, and she were reading the story which is present in the book. And she think that I will share the stories to my pupils and they will get attention to me. And she started to share the stories. As she started to share the stories which are present in the book, the pupils were attending to her. And from that day and night, the pen, ink pot as well as the empty book were together and they were writing a new stories each and every day. And this was a story about the three faithful friends, an empty storybook, an ink pot as well and a pen. This is for today. Bye dear students.